So, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin' the Geek Bros
Geek Bro?
podcast. I said keeping up the Geek Bros. Oh god. Today on Keeping Up with the Geek Bros podcast, episode 102, we've got Blizzard, do you even pay, bro? Splinter Cell is watching you sleep. Microsoft rebranding, Animal Crossing sales numbers. Is that ANNO 1800 a Juancho review? Did I get that right?
Yep, yeah, you did.
Fantastic. Game Pass launches on mobile. Spiderman exclusive to PS4 version of Avengers. Proper breathing techniques during COVID-19. Digital meet and greets the Reed Pop way. Sony, you can't be hogging all the characters. TVs are not, in fact, ready for PS5. Umbrella Academy is delivering what Marvel movies promise fans. Is it though? The Umbrella Academy Season 2 review. And question of the day, should video game stories return to simpler black and white morality? All this and more in this week's episode of Keeping Up with the Geek Bros. Stay tuned.
102.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, two incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the Geek Bros.
And then there were 5. Yes, I'm vibing. With me are my... Oh, you see I messed that up completely. It's a whole new thing. All right, take 2. And then there were 5. Yes, I'm vibe. And with me are...
Juancho!
Darth Flux.
Do you want to say...
I guess only I read the fucking thing.
What about Roz? I mean, you want me to say hi?
Yeah, no,
Hey, Roz.
did you say your name?
Hey, haircut, man.
And we are the hosts of Keeping Up with the Geek Bros, a family podcast, allegedly. Before we get to today's topics, Flex, can you tell these fine people where to find us on social media?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Heads up, I'm not feeling very good. I got a really bad migraine. But so you beautiful folks, you beautiful, beautiful free folk can find us at Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a 0. That's GEEKBR0S. 0S. Don't get the 0. You looked.
Nope, not that. Not that.
And then if you want to send us some emails, some topics, maybe you want us to cover, maybe some cool local events. Anybody having cool local events during this pandemic that we can help you with, or picture your dogs or nudes, whatever. Hit us up on geekbros0@yahoo.com. I promise you, we reply pretty quickly, and not just that, we have free shit to give you. Okay. Now, if you want to see funny stuff, cool posts, fake news, real news, current news, funny stuff, just maybe by being a father, a damn good one at that. You can check us out on Facebook.com/GeekBros with a 0. Vibe can't swim. Also, if you want to see the beautiful menagerie of, well, I don't know, because what is Juan? Juan is like what, like burnt spice, pepper?
I'm not like a burnt spice. You can see me as a tropical hint of coconut oil.
The only coconut is your head, bro.
Exactly,
All right, so let's see. We have Egyptian cinnamon, coconut, milk chocolate.
Call him Melon.
I'll be tres leches, man.
And there you go, tres leches over here.
Tres leches.
There you go. You can check us out on
Who's from the Congo, by the way?
YouTube.com.
Just found out you got some Congo.
That's BABEREVSTUDIOS.
Yes.
And the first place to find
The first place.
WeBigGeeksPC.com.
.com.
Thank you, Mike. Hope you're staying safe, bro.
We're going to move on to comments and questions from you, the audience. Speaking of Mike, he actually wants us to do something regarding MGM together. We'll talk about that next week. Comments and questions from you, the audience. Not much this week, or at least I didn't find as many because I'm lazy. From Facebook, it was let's discuss who's the best villain. And Renee Hernandez, Renee Hernandez appeared in our 100th episode montage. He was the strikingly handsome gentleman with the glasses. He says Thanos destroyed half of sentient life. I don't know how much about the other dude, but Voldemort couldn't beat a bunch of high school brats. You go figure it out. So basically, it's all about Thanos. So what we had is a picture of Voldemort, Thanos, and the I know this. Oh no, I know this. Forget it. What's his name? The Night State.
It was Thanos, Voldemort,
and the Witch King.
Yeah,
the Witch King of Angmar.
But like the title was saying, like motherfuckers. Well,
no, who was the best villain?
I won't say it, but it was saying who's the best villain, and saying motherfuckers won't even say Voldemort's name on the street. So who's the best villain? I think Renee has a point, though. I mean, but then again, wiping out 50% of sentient life isn't really being a villain. It's more like a service that we need, right?
Sure.
On the universe?
Yeah.
The places that
according to No Man's Sky.
Yeah, but hold on. Every good villain is the hero of his own story. So he thinks he's the hero, but everybody else thinks he's the villain. So he's still a villain in theory. What is that other guy's name? He's the icebreaker, right? The Lich King.
The goddamn Night King.
That's his name. I knew that. I just wouldn't throw it in my face.
He was pretty bad though. Fuck him, man.
Who?
He threw a goddamn spear at one of my fairy dragon's throats, so he can suck.
He got killed with a sneak attack.
Oh my god!
By somebody who wasn't even using hide.
Roz. Did you see the episode when like he was about to get killed? His homies literally looked to the side, saw that bitch coming, and let it happen.
Yeah, they were tired of living.
Yo, that was crazy. Yo, they
were tired of his shit.
They went like this one. They went and let it happen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was pretty badass though.
Dude, imagine you are undead, perpetually living in the ice ass cold, never able to enjoy anything in life because your boss just won't let you die, doesn't really do anything. All he wants to do is kill everything. So you're like, oh man, we're finally going south of the wall. Hopefully we get to King's Landing. I get to like check out some really cool shit, maybe write a book. Oh no, he's going to kill everything? Damn. Oh, this chick wants to kill him? Let it happen. Let the sweet release of death take me.
Doesn't have a relationship.
Taste it of ice.
Yeah.
Our last comment came from Squeezy Bits from YouTube. He goes, this is on our 101st episode. Squeezy Bits commented, Flex's sales pitch is not very efficient, but 100% truth. I think he got me to watch Love, Death, and Robots. Do you like violence? ... Do you like boobs? So I was talking about how basically it's the same pitch all the time. It's not about your pitch. It's about your tone and the little grin. On
execution. Can you execute it well?
My delivery.
That's what she said. Yes, your delivery. That's what I wanted to say. So that's pretty much it. There's an email from Man. He goes, "Hello, de Herren." It's hello, gentlemen in German. I think I said that completely wrong.
Herren.
He says, "Little Heil." Now I want to go watch The Man in the High Castle. He goes, "Welcome back, Juancho. Flex suffered with his audio the same way I did when I was on. I had no idea until afterwards, LOL, but I bought a new headset with a splitter, which means that's his subtle way of saying, bring me back on the podcast. Man, we got you. I keep forgetting. Next week, we're going to bring you back next week. Guaranteed. Just somebody will remind me. We'll put you right back in there. The world today, funny thing is about the unemployment benefits, it only affects us working class individuals. Watch what happens if it affects the elected leaders' pockets and the outrage that will come behind it. Pay everyone a living wage. Mayonnaise sandwiches and juice boxes. I don't get that. What does that mean? You laugh. You know something. The system was.
Read the last line again.
Mayonnaise sandwiches and juice boxes.
Oh man, that's like super poor food. Man, look at your flexible arm.
Dang, look at that flex arm.
Oh, that's what's up. The system was set up to fail and has shown its failing colors. He goes, I heard how they were going to do Come at Home, but I only heard it once. Destroy All Humans was a great game, and so was Mafia. Never played Halo though, neither have I. The only multiplayer online game I started playing was No Man's Sky, and I'm still waiting on you guys. LOL. I'm excited for the Witcher prequel. I have to dive back into the game. Actually, believe it or not, don't feel bad, man. Roz gave up on us and he uninstalled the game. So, and he admitted that, I think it was last week. So
he installed it.
He uninstalled it. No,
he reinstalled it because of Lewis.
When?
He fucking said it like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, no. Last week he said he uninstalled it. That was actually on the phone.
As soon as we started playing, he's like, "Fuck, I'm gonna download it." And then a little bit after, like he downloaded.
Yeah, but that was before last week.
So okay. So do you currently have it installed or not?
Nope.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You haven't installed it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which game? No Man's Sky
No
or
Man's Sky.
Splinter?
Even though, you know, he
No Man's Sky.
I want to make it very clear. I am still playing with my offspring. So man, I'm gonna give you my Vibe 18,000 number, and we'll play, and you just run around, and you'll follow my offspring as he helps me get through these things, because I am playing. I want to make it very clear. Okay, ready to say. LOL, I'm excited for the Witcher prequel. I have to dive back into the game. Garbanzo's Corner. I'm also hearing the airlines are banning those masks as well.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for them to ban them at my job. LOL. He goes, save Ray Park, shove the internet trolls and their canceled culturists in Garbanzo's sub-level 5 dungeon. They're out of control. Man, you're the man. I appreciate it. Guys, you have anything you wanna say in response to anything that Man said before we get to
I do.
Yes.
I played No Man's Sky for like a day, and then I uninstalled it. I didn't like it. So
hey,
it's
how about we make, since No Man's Sky is kind of a monthly thing, not a weekly thing, want to make a segment called Man Sky, and that's just our monthly recurrence on No Man's Sky, including Manny, because
but I call it No Geek Sky. I like No Geek Sky.
But Man Sky just sounds so much better.
it does.
Man Sky. All right, fine. Just remind me. I'll fix the outline.
It gives it a nice deep voice to it.
Man Sky.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay,
something off.
Where no Puerto Rican has gone before.
Oh, too soon. Too soon. I don't know what I'm saying. All right, well, that's it for comments and questions. Moving on.
All right. Gents, what's on your mind today, bro? What's going on? What's on your minds? Let's start with Vibe.
Oh, shit.
Or were you late?
No, I was late because I was literally just upstairs. I was laying down. I'm playing Trials of Mana.
Oh, did you get it, or you're playing the demo?
No, I got it, and I'm suffering from I don't know, because my Joy-Con drift is awful.
Did
it's
you?
Awful it's awful.
I had the same problem. I ended up having to take a little Q-tip and lift the little black part underneath the little top and just kind of clean it, and it did help a little bit. If not, you're gonna have to send it to Nintendo.
Game it seems to be okay. It's
doesn't get any better.
It's like it's an action RPG, but I can't fight when my camera is doing this. I recorded it once. It's getting bad now all of a sudden. So
send it now before it gets worse.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But a quicker fix is just to buy new Joy-Cons, right?
Yeah, a quicker fix is to just shatter that thing against the wall. But still send it.
So yeah.
or you can get a pro controller.
I do have a pro controller, and
then why don't you play with that?
Because I want to enjoy the handheld. Use a pro controller I'm using on the computer, but I might have to just do that to deal with it. But that's not what's on my mind. What is on my mind is that I actually think that, and I mean this is I'm late to the game. It's quite clear that 2020 is probably the worst year in existence for the entire world. I think. I mean, collectively, for the world, for the society, everything. 2020, I think, is the worst year our society as a whole has ever suffered together, collectively. Because after, of course, we didn't want to talk about it, but after the Beirut thing, I was just like, holy shit! Like, what else can happen in 1 year? It's only been a year, and we have a dossier of nonsense that's happened, from coronavirus to anti-maskers to whatever Trump thing's going on, pedophile this, and I mean, it's just like it's nuts. It's a nutty year. So that's what has been on my mind. Is like, wow, what else can happen this year? And that's all I have to say.
Why are you tempting fate?
No. I didn't say how bad, how much worse can it get. I didn't say that phrase. I was just saying what else could happen. It's like, oh, look at the picture. Sorry. I'm sorry. Moving on. Who's next?
Black.
Sure. Yes. What is it? What's on my mind?
You need to change your name at the bottom left. Sorry.
I'm using my phone this time.
Oh, okay.
But I just finished my first semester of my master's program, so that's kind of nice.
Woo!
Congrats.
Nice.
Got all A's. No big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
No big deal. Also, I forgot how much I enjoyed Umbrella Academy, man. It is such a good show. It is such a good show. At least the first season. Like, the second season
We'll get to it. We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to
There's
it.
a whole.
We'll get to it. There's a whole part.
No, I know, but like parts of this
Feng
podcast, I
shui.
decided to rewatch the whole first season. Man, I enjoyed it.
Dancing in the moonlight.
I enjoyed the relationships that were created towards the end.
More. I love that
Like
song.
with
that whole scene.
like with Klaus and his Vietnam bunny, and then we got Luther and what's her face? Fuck, I can't remember.
Yes, what is her face?
Yeah. But that was awesome. It was a great show. And other than that, just doing stuff at home, finishing up my backyard, fixing up my bicycle so I can go riding and fishing and stuff on my bicycle. And school starts in 2 weeks, so yeah.
They're ready for infections.
That's right. No, it's remote learning, right? They're all online, right?
What?
You're not going. You're not going in.
No. This portion of the class is all online.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, nobody's going.
Because it's this is like the writing portion, and then the epidemiology portion, and then something additional portion. So that's all online. There's actually no lab work on this.
Yeah. So yeah, he's gonna be fine.
You're good.
All right, Raz, talk to me.
Man, nothing but housework, man. Just trying to do some plumbing and gardening. I've been playing Yakuza a lot. That game is so freaking fun. I really recommend it to you guys. I cannot say enough good things.
We did a review on that.
I'm playing Zero right now.
No, I don't think. I mean, it might have been before my time, but I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami 2 right now, and it is absolute absurdity.
I downloaded it. I'm just waiting. I'm playing catch. I'm doing 0, then Kiwami, and then Kiwami 2.
Do this dick.
What?
What?
I don't even know.
I wonder.
He said,
But yeah, other than that, just the house hunting.
There you go. For me, it's just been just finished this audit thing that was going on, and I get to relax for a couple weeks and yeah, enjoy time. Just chilling, doing my thing.
I like
that because the computer was starting to bother my eyes, so I needed to protect my eyeballs.
That's why you're wearing your VR goggles.
Always. That's why I can see you in 3D. Just all I need is 4D.
That's all you need in your life. That's all you need in your life. You're absolutely right.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Flex, you have a question to ask? Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I love your tone.
I'm sorry, it's hard to use my phone now.
I bet it is hard.
Of course, so bye, motherfucker. Tell me, what's going on with the Geek Bros?
With the Geek Bros, well, just a couple of announcements. We've updated the format based upon the large episode. Gents have shown a real liking to the way that was formatted. So the segments as they were have changed. Each host now has the pleasure of picking their own articles, and of course they're responsible for driving discussion and the content, and we'll see how that works out. You guys tell us whether you like it or not. We'll see. It's interesting. It should be fun. When it comes to streaming, this is why we need Juancho. We found out we were actually on nothing but WeBeGeeksPC.com and I think Spotify or something. I don't know. So Pandora is still pending. I almost got that back up. iTunes is back up. Spotify is back up, and iHeartRadio is back up. So yes, we are eventually being everywhere you want to be. So Pandora should be ready by the end of the week. So those who are listening to us, thank you so much. And just tell everybody we're back where we all were, because I had no idea that none of those links were working. No idea. And producer's notes, episode 101. If you had listened to it, anybody listened to it, I'm pretty sure you noticed a drastic lack of dead air, a drastic lack of ums and uhs. This is the first time I ever really did any real post-production audio editing of our podcast. Because it was Juancho's official day back, I noticed there was an abnormal amount of dead air and silence because we were trying to figure things out and get through it. So I actually took the time that night, took about 45 minutes to go through all hour and a half and clean up all the dead air, all the ums, all the ahs, and it actually, wasn't that bad. So I'm asking the audience to, if you've noticed a really drastic change in that between that episode and all the other episodes, because usually for podcasts, I treat podcasts like radio. I just drag and drop. Basically, whatever we say, flubs and all, it just goes in there. But this podcast can probably use a little more post-production or post-production in general, but I won't put in that extra effort unless you guys, the audience, tell me that you noticed a change. If you don't notice the difference, then there's no point in me going through all of that. But I did, however, I reduced a significant, if not all, dead air that I found, and I reduced a lot of ums and ahs from our production. And I think it was chopped up, but I think it came out better. So, and you too, gents, if you guys haven't listened to any of the podcasts, I would really appreciate taking a moment just for a little bit and seeing if you recognize any quality in the post-production to make it worth my while to continue doing that. Because if it is, and you guys like it, yes, I will then spend an hour after recording post-producing the hell out of this. Because
are you using still Adobe?
Yeah.
Studio One, there's a button you just click, and it basically captures all the blank air.
The problem with that, with Studio One or with auto, correcting that is that talking begins to bleed in together. So what I do is I don't cut out all of it. I actually have to listen to the sentence before, and some audio, some of the silence is for dramatic timing. Sometimes, so I actually listened to the thing and I took out what I felt, or I shortened some that didn't need to be there. So I don't want to take it all out because it will just sound like we're talking on top of each other. But so that's what I'm saying. So it's an extra minute. So you guys let me know. And with that being said, if this is your first time listening to our broadcast, then please take a moment to subscribe and leave a message or a review on your favorite podcasting app. If you're watching us, don't forget to subscribe, comment, share. YouTube is recently changed our algorithm to favor corporate channels, so independent productions like ours aren't being recommended, reducing our views, limiting our exposure to new audience. So, without further ado, episode 102 starts now. The world as it is today. The second stimulus check. The saga continues. Now, this article comes from en.as.com.
Before you continue, is this the most recent up to date, like right now?
I don't know. Why? Oh. Do you know something more that I don't?
It didn't go through.
No, I know. I didn't say it was going to go through. But the last update that they were discussing was $1,000 stimulus check for both adults and for children. The idea was under the CAAF Act. Under this new proposal, both adults and dependents would get $1,000 each, enabling families to claim a higher amount than they received in the initial round. So in other words, $1,000 for adult, $1,000. So up to $4,000, I believe it said. So you just said it didn't pass. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
Do you? And I'm going to ask this question again. Do you think we're getting a second stimulus check? Is this going through? Is this going to happen?
Do I think? No, really? Honestly, only because I really haven't thought about it. I've been so busy just fucking working overtime every fucking week that I honestly, the last thing on my mind is a goddamn stimulus check. Do I think we're going to get it? No. If we get it, great. I mean, for the people who need it, hopefully they use it wisely.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, whatever, bro. Like, I'm working so much, it's kind of running my life.
But it's alleged free money.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, like,
alleged.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't believe in free money.
Mm-hmm.
I believe working is what you should earn. But whatever. That's just me. Do I think we're going to get it? No. If we get it, great. Sure, whatever. I'll use it to, I don't know, build a kitchen or some shit.
Mr. Ross.
I think the gridlock's going to stand. I don't think it's free money either, The same way with unemployment insurance, we pay for that money to come back to us eventually.
Of course.
It's the fucking social safety net. So, I mean, it's a real awesome point of privilege to be able to say, I don't really care because I'm working, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, when almost 30 million people have lost their jobs and haven't been able to get it back. So this check is literally the difference between food or no food.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think we should expand our horizons and be a little more knowledgeable and a little more aware of what's going on in the country, especially considering this being such an integral part of people's lives and so necessary. I don't know. I think it's our privileges are showing, is all I'm saying.
Absolutely. Hey, do you guys want to go hunting and donate the hog meat to like people in need?
Yeah, I'm down. Why not? Where are you going to go hunting hogs?
This is Florida, motherfucker. Do you not?
There are hogs in Florida, wild hogs in Florida?
Bro, they are a huge problem in Florida. Are you serious?
Yeah,
Where is
everywhere? From
like
from
30
the
minutes
tip
north. and west.
Yeah.
I like the tip.
Yeah,
From
I've
the
seen
tip to the top.
I've seen one before, and going up by Wellington.
You never saw no friggin'
goodness.
hog by Wellington. All right, I'm
you
down.
sure?
Let's go. I want a spear though. I want a really sharp.
Wait, by Wellington?
You're not gonna-
That was a barbecue shop, dude.
No, it was by the you know where the 441 is. It goes all the way up north. There was a little guy right there by the edge of the road.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where
by Boca. So when you take 441 all the way to Coconut Creek and keep going, you're gonna see like swamps on both sides, and you'll be able to see hogs there.
I seen them.
Juancho, did you want to reveal your privilege and comment, or we're gonna move on?
Sure, no. Do I believe it's gonna happen? I hope so, because a lot of people need this, especially how the unemployment is tied into that, and a lot of people may not be getting a check afterwards. It is what it is at this point. I mean, I haven't really like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, for me personally, it's not gonna affect me. Thank God I have a job. Thank God I have been able to take care of my stuff. But it's something important that we always have to look out for our neighbors. So yes, I do hope this thing gets passed, because it does benefit them, and if it does benefit them, it does benefit me at the end, because we don't have to deal with high prices and high stuff because of it. But yeah, unfortunately today the talks didn't go through. They are saying that our president is going to be doing some executive orders to try to go, but yeah, that's what's going to happen.
All right, well, and that's what's going on in the world today.
America.
Right, you're up, Juancho.
All right. You know what's today?
What's today?
Percent.
All right. Geek Bros approved movie of the week.
Okay, so there are some theater chains that are actually open for business. I actually found that out. They're not Flippers is open. When I went up to Orlando Universal Studios, their movie theater is open. Their tickets are like $5. What they're showing are, I guess, whatever movies they have license to show. I know that I saw The Matrix was out. Inception is being re-released. I heard. I want to go check that out. So for those who are missing their movie experience, I mean, check your local theaters. Some of them are open with limited viewing, and they're just playing, the TNT greatest hits. So I check it out. It's cheap. You go there and have a good time. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I was surprised. All right. Sorry. Carry on, Juancho.
What's new in the gaming world? There's so much. Oh, actually, there's a lot of games today this week that I saw.
Did I put that in the wrong thing? I put Animal Crossing in the wrong spot.
All right, so but I don't have the updated thing. I have the.
I did not send you the updated one. That's my bad.
You didn't.
Okay.
So while you send it, I'm gonna go by the games.
Keep talking.
Blue Beatty for PC.
Blue what?
Pixel. It says Blue Beatty. PC August 3rd. Pixelbot Extreme for PS4. Scully for PS4. The Neon Mate for PC. Arcade Archive Citrus Charlie for the Switch and PS4. Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition for the PC is not really completed. Just saying. No pun intended. King of Fighters R2 for the Switch. Samurai Showdown 2 for the Switch. And Where the Water Tastes Like Wine for PC. Those are the games this week. Now I have to open the other podcast out.
Thank you so much. No,
let me just say real quick, because you commented on Horizon.
Yeah.
That port is shit.
Yeah. That's why I said it's not a complete edition.
That port runs like shit. Anyway, yeah, go on.
So it says Animal Crossing. Well, who's going to talk about Animal Crossing sales numbers? I mean,
I don't know. I saw.
I mean, you can just mention it. Animal Crossing, what, 22 million?
Yeah, let's open this thing.
Because that's huge.
Animal Crossing. So the article comes from TheVerge.com. Animal Crossing catapults Nintendo to stratospheric earnings.
Stratospheric
earnings. So
145 billion yen. That's 1.3 billion. Off of the 357 billion yen, that's 3.3 billion in revenue. The Switch sales are up 166% to 5.68 million systems in the quarter. Nintendo has finally shipped 61.44 million Switch consoles, just 470,000 shy of the original Famicom Nintendo Entertainment System.
Wow, so Animal Crossing sold more than 10,000 units in this quarter. Bringing total sales up to 22.4 million. You guys were discussing this about. I mean, was it you, Roz? You were discussing that you didn't see the appeal in this game. I mean, I was.
I totally see
so damn much.
I see the appeal. I totally get the appeal.
Yeah.
I understand that people love it. I personally think it's a horrible game, and there's nothing enjoyable about it. I would rather go out and work on my own backyard. That said, 22 million is crazy. That's the fastest selling first party, exclusive game ever.
I think it has to do with the drought that the fans of Animal Crossing that was created during those years of not having a new one finally out in a current gen console.
Also, quarantine.
Pretty big. So in quarantine as well, those Switches are sold out everywhere again. So people want them for quarantine.
I can't find the Ring Fit, and they're being sold.
by my Walmart has them.
Okay, they're being sold they're being sold on Amazon for ridiculous amounts of money.
$70 in Walmart. You shouldn't pay any more than that.
85. I saw 110. I mean, also on Amazon.
To Wally World.
Yep, Walmart has them.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
I'll look over here, and if I do, I'll send you.
Okay, let me know.
Real quick, is Garbanzo not coming on today?
He said he's running late, so we'll skip his section and until
real
then.
Quick, check this out.
What?
Let me see. Tell me if you can see it.
I see that. Yeah. Oh, is that his? Whose is that? I can't. Well, it's not. It's all right.
Yeah.
Well,
don't worry about it. It's completely. Your camera's ruining it. Don't worry about it.
I think it's because I'm using a virtual background, right?
I think it's because you're using virtual background. Yeah. It's not gonna help, right?
It's true. For some reason, my phone is fucking.
I was going through all the pictures.
Look at this.
There we go.
Man, it feels like I'm video chatting with my grandpa.
Yeah. Oh,
that's nice.
Oh, is that a wolf? I like that. I didn't even know you were still making those. That's great.
If he comes in or whatever, but I don't think he'll be able
That's
to see
hot. That's hot.
Real nice. That is real nice.
That's hot. I know you guys. Okay, I'm sorry. We're on a podcast. What Garbanzo? Not Garbanzo. Please, could you tell me what you were showing? That's why you got to watch the video recap.
That is the mug or the tank that I'm making for Garbanzo, or that I made for Garbanzo. This is just stacked cedar, and I stained it with a amber color. I'm a huge Tolkien fan, so I don't know if you like the language or not, but it just says Garbanzo's father's name passed away.
Okay.
And then it says a father's love never dies.
Oh, that's sweet.
Because he's about to be a father, so I think that'd be a nice touch for him. And then it's a wolf, the symbol. You got the good and the evil. Blue eyes.
Oh, I didn't. That's like a yin yang kind of thing. All right, look at you.
A little wolf here with the good coming out, pouring it into your drink as well. Comes all the way down.
Oh, skeet. I like that.
Yep, pretty much.
Wow, that's you are. See that's inebriated craftsman right there. That's for the thing that's not being used. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, so what's new in the gaming world?
All right, let's continue going on.
All that's left is
TVs are not in fact ready for PS5.
Yes.
Okay.
Do I have to take that? I really didn't want to take it. All right. So this article comes from Polygon.com. I forgot what it said about it. That shoot.
Yeah, go ahead.
I liked it. You know it, Roz. Roz is all you.
So Sony's doing the thing they do whenever they have a new console coming out, and it's like, our TV is ready for PlayStation 5. It's because I don't know if you guys know, but Sony also has a TV arm, not just PlayStation. But they're almost mutually exclusive when it comes to manufacturing. They never intersect. Like one head does not talk to the other.
Which is weird, but
I know it is absolutely bizarre. That's like its own conversation. Sony does not play well with itself. It doesn't make sense.
They don't know each other's secret spot.
But anyway, the long story short of this is it's basically a sticker. They haven't really done anything to have any special, software or hardware side advancements that would make this TV better for the PlayStation 5. It's totally just marketing like Sony does.
Pretty much.
I like it. Okay. Next gen consoles make it next gen TV purchase more confusing. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Basically, the moral of the story here is just buy a TV. If it says it's a 4K TV with HDR, just buy it.
Yeah.
4K TVs with HDR that's not required. Is that required to play to play this generation?
It's not. None of that's required. You can have an old ass 720p TV as long as it has an HDMI port on it.
Oh, okay, good. That's why. Good. Buying a new TV.
So yeah, you can use your old Zenith.
Vizio, get it right. All right, we're going to skip Garbanzo's corner for the time being. It's time for
Juancho, all up in your face.
Yeah, that sounded good. carry on, my good.
All right, it's time for Juancho, all up in your face. Blizzard, I have a question for you. Do you even pay, bro? Do you even pay, bro?
Hey man, you and me both pay, bro.
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
so there was an article going on that stated that first, here's how we're going to conclude with this. Activision Blizzard's second quarter 2020 financial results exceeded expectations. So that's their sales were for this quarter were up compared to last quarters, but their employees are not being paid enough for their amount of work that they're doing. The way that these employees are compensated for when they're underpaid is through an honor system. I recently found out a lot of big companies have honor system points that deal with trying to, okay, you did a good job, here's 100 points. At the end of the time, when it's time to collect your points, you can get a new TV. Well, in my opinion, a TV does not pay the bills. I think companies like Activision Blizzard should be paying their employees, what they deserve, especially for still producing a giant MMO, even though it's not as big as before and has fallen a little bit. It's still big. What do you guys think?
Can I go? I have two.
me.
I have two views on this topic. So first of all, I think you're absolutely right. TV does not pay the bills. I think the employees should be paid, for their work rather than be given some material shit that devalues in time. Because I agree, their work is great. Me personally, just my opinion, I enjoy and I benefit from the work greatly. But also, like, this is your job. This is what you get paid for. I don't know. For me, the same thing in the military. I didn't expect anything special from just doing my fucking job, which was whatever it was at the time. It's your job. You sign up for this. This is your payment. That's the logical term for it. But emotionally, I would say, yeah. I mean, they definitely deserve much more. I really enjoy what they put out. I really enjoy their content. A TV, I'm pretty sure somebody who works in a goddamn video game company has a pretty good TV already because they enjoy video games. You're just giving them shit they already have.
Well, not if they don't get paid enough to get the good TV.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you just like advocating for wage slavery there, buddy?
Some of
I'm just assuming, bro. Like, I don't work for Activision. I don't know how much they get paid, but I'm assuming people who like video games have good TVs. This is just an assumption. Again, this is just my opinion. Because
let me give you a number that actually came up Bloomberg.
Give us a number, son. Give us a number, son.
Employee document reviewed by Bloomberg shows workers wrote that some are being paid below $40,000 a year.
Yeah.
And that makes me think that the reason why they get away with that. Yeah, but they get away with that because I think it's their passion. Not to say it's right or wrong. I'm saying, but I think the reason why they get away with it is because those are in the business. It's their passion, and so they accept the what.
So with that,
say no.
With Vibe, it is their passion. Look at the UFC. Most fighters get paid nothing, and it is their passion. Me, I get paid very little for what I do in physiology because of their passion. Again, there's two views from it. There is the view that it is your passion. That should be rewarding enough. But I also
no. That's not what I'm saying at all. That's what I'm saying at all. It's rewarding, but
that's not what I'm saying. So
right.
I'm saying
okay.
two views from it. I'm saying yes, it's your passion. You should be rewarded from that. But also, I agree. You should definitely get paid a lot much more because it is such a valuable service, especially in times like this. People who are literally staying home playing Warzone all fucking day. I agree that they should be given something more than just a fucking TV.
Right.
A TV is like a grain of sand on the beach, bro. They're everywhere.
So
for somebody who provides such a valuable service and such a entertaining aspect of our lives, they should definitely get more.
Of course, Roz.
You guys are kind of missing the wider scope view on this. They're not working there because it's a passion. You know, you go, you get a job at Blizzard. Absolutely. There is a humongous amount of prestige being able to put that on your CV. I work at Blizzard Entertainment. However, Activision Blizzard woefully underpaid. Like you said, $40K. $40K in Irvine, California is nothing.
Nothing. It's nothing here.
$40K in Irvine, California is well below like what minimum wage would be here. So with that said, these people can't say, okay, I'm done, I'm going to another studio. Video game companies are not exactly replete with open slots for new employees. And if you work at Blizzard and you leave on bad terms, that will follow you in the industry for the rest of your life. So it's not easy to say, oh man, Blizzard is completely fucking me up. I'm going to jump ship and I'm going to go work for 2K Studios. It doesn't work that way. You know, studios only ramp up when they're ramping up. If you have a steady job at Blizzard, you're going to hold on to it, sadly, even though it sucks, because there aren't other studios that have open positions. There are more unemployed video game designers than there are employed ones. That is a fact.
You know, I don't know. There's two things I want to say.
So it's fear. So you're saying that they hold on to the job.
There's absolutely a ton of fear.
But then what's preventing them from banding together and saying, hey,
because Activision Blizzard actively union busts.
They actually are working together. As of August 5th, this is the most recent update. Hundreds of employees of Blizzard Entertainment, the video game developer behind the video games, they actually banded together to speak up about their seeking for pay increases. Mm-hmm. So that's actually a lot of issues here with the video game industry. There isn't any unions to protect these employees to be able to get paid more. It doesn't exist in the video game. I haven't seen any union for video games out there. If there is, I mean, we gladly to know, but I haven't heard of any out there. If not, we wouldn't have been having this conversation about it.
There is, but I'll wait till you're done.
All right. Another thing that I want to say, this reminds me, I don't know if you guys seen Raven's Quest and Apple TV. None of you seen the show?
Oh, is that the
video game studio?
But it's always Sunny guy.
I want to watch that so bad, but I don't.
I watched it, and this actually reminded me of the show a little bit, as how the company or the employees they banded together to get a pay raise.
No spoilers.
No, but it's just similar. I'm not gonna give you a spoiler, but they banded together, and this actually reminded me of that. Like,
is the British Asian chick? Is she really cute?
She's actually Australian.
She's Australian? My bad. That's really...
Yeah, the accents are very similar. Now I can... Yeah, but she's actually Australian.
She's not British to me, but that's why I want to watch it for her. She's like...
She's stunning in that show.
Huh?
So
is she?
I'll give you my login so you can watch it.
That's what I need to hear. Moving on.
So,
all right, Ross, go ahead. You were going to say
something. Before we end on this, Mark, like, there is a video game union. There's a few unions coming together, but, this is a union that really doesn't have a lot of teeth. Because if for whatever reason, let's say these same employees, because this is, I believe, an article that was written by Jason Schreier, he's an excellent investigative reporter, and he wrote another one on game developers trying to make unions and why they don't work. And it's ultimately because there are so many people willing to do the job that the moment somebody tries to come together and engage in collective bargaining, they just say, well, hey, you got to go. And even though California is not an at-will employment state, they still can fire you with cause for a lot of reasons. So they'll bust your attempted union and then hire a bunch of people willing to work, for $40K because they think it'll be enough because they live in another part of the country now. And then they move to Irvine, California and have to roommate with 7 other people.
There you go. All right, let's continue the train going.
That's the way to end it right there.
Splinter Cell is watching you sleep. So, after a while, you get, tired and your Netflix continues going on. This is what's going to happen. No, I'm just kidding. But Splinter Cell animated series is going to happen, and it's going to be helmed by John Wick Ryder, coming to Netflix. So I'm pretty excited, guys. Splinter Cell has always been one of my favorite games to play. From the original Xbox, to 360. So yeah, I enjoyed it. What do you guys think about it? Like having the John Wick Ryder
Man, Michael Ironside is too damn old to play the main character. So what's the point?
It's an animated series, so it's not going.
No, still his voice. If you haven't heard him recently, it's.
I heard him recently on Andromeda, so he was on that.
But I'm excited. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It needs a little reboot. The Splinter Cell series needs a little bit kick, so we can get a new game coming up.
We've been waiting for the new game for 15 years now.
I know, right? They only did the little wetlands. I said wetlands division.
No,
Clancy.
Wildlands.
Yeah, they're Wildlands.
Is Splinter Cell a Tom Clancy joint? I don't remember.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So continue going on. Microsoft rebranding. They are rebranding their Game Pass. They're dropping the Xbox from the Game Pass and then just calling it Game Pass with the Xbox logo. Sure. This is really cool. It actually is going to open up the industry to more players, and actually, I think that's pretty good, smart of them, especially since they have the cloud service going on. It's smart for them to do it. I believe in player unity, so this is awesome. And having that said, I'm excited to see what else they're doing.
You're excited.
I'm glad that you're excited. I'm excited. All right, Sony, you can't be hugging all the players. Why? Why do you want to hug all the characters? I mean, tell me why. Why do you?
When you say all the characters, what do you mean by all the characters?
Spider-Man means my life to me. Spider-Man growing up as a kid was my idol, and you're hugging him from me. Now I have to go buy a whole new console for it. Why?
It's their only cash cow. It's the only way they make money. It's the only reason why they still have a movie division.
I don't think it's fair that you should be holding on to Spider-Man like that. I'm just sad about it.
Disney hasn't dropped the hammer yet. So
she said.
That is what she said.
Guys, I know you wanted to talk a little bit about that. Go ahead.
Who? What?
I think it's a load of horse shit, man. I think this is one of the worst ways of creating, brand loyalty and exclusivity on the market now. There's one thing to say, I'm going to buy a game studio, like Microsoft did when they bought Ninja Theory, and they now own the Hellblade games. But it's a completely different thing to say, hey, I'm going to give money to Square Enix and have them exclusively lock a single character from a multi-platform game to a single platform. Therein completely screwing over anybody else that buys the game. If you buy this game on Xbox and if you buy this game on PC, you are now paying the exact same amount of money, which is $60, for less content. And that is completely abhorrent. They did the same thing with Destiny, and they're the only people doing this. The convenient and consistent argument is like, oh, Microsoft also does exclusivity. There's a big difference between saying, hey, this game is out on this console for 6 months and then it's on everything, versus saying this content is locked to this one console and no one else can enjoy it, but you still have to pay for it. That is completely anti-consumer, and it's a load of shit. And I come down hard on Sony for this because they absolutely did this, but I'm also coming down really hard on Square Enix because they're the ones that are allowing this to happen and going forward with it because it's their studio that's publishing this game. So, I mean, I am absolutely not buying this game on principle. I am buying, a new Xbox. I'm buying the new PlayStation. But I'm just not buying this game. They can get fucked. I'm not going to support this type of absolutely anti-consumer horseshit.
It messes up with the exclusivity and puts a sour taste on a lot of people, especially people who want to play games. And it's a really shitty thing to do. And that's why I was like, it's not fair that they want to hold on this. What else next? I mean, this is the first thing that's happened with the second, I guess I didn't know about Destiny that I've heard, but what else is next for their next gen? I mean, are they going to continue doing that as people cross-platform? They were the ones that were hesitant to do. Was it Minecraft a while back ago, or was it 2 years ago? Was it Minecraft? Yeah, it was Minecraft. They did not want to was I sure it was Minecraft or was it Fortnite? No, Fortnite. It was Fortnite. The people were like,
oh, you mean multi? Yeah.
Multi-platform. They were hesitant about it, and I understand. I'm sorry, I don't understand. They continue doing it, and they continue doing it, and they continue doing it.
It's
and I don't see them stopping.
It's hubris of being number one.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get more games coming, down the pipeline.
You think maybe they're doing it because they're feeling the competition? They're feeling like they're not going to be relevant much longer.
They are.
I mean, go ahead.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that should be a factor. I mean, like, we're starting to play these games, right? If it wasn't for this, like, relativity isn't.
Yeah, but I mean, once you get a taste of that number one, you want to stay number one, and I think moves like this.
Listen, man, I still play like Super Star Wars on my PS4. Like,
what's that? That's what? It's Super Star Wars.
Oh my God, Jason! I mean, Vibe.
No, is that the old? Is that an old game? Is that the old thing? Like
it's from Super Nintendo. Like,
oh, okay. I was wondering. Like, I use it on PS4. I'm like, so where is that? I didn't hear that game. So
it's a side scroller.
Sorry.
And
yeah, I know.
I also just got the Nintendo Switch NES and the other bullshit that comes with it with the account.
Is it worth it?
It's free.
It's $20 a year.
Free.
So why not?
Free.
It's not free if you don't have the internet.
I paid with so what I did is I got the family account. So Jillian, me, and my brother have the Nintendo Online now. It's like $32 a year.
Yep, that's what I have.
Nothing, bro.
That's
such a UFC.
Of course, I never did it because I don't think it was worth it. So,
but when you get your account, the NES Super Nintendo downloads are free.
Is Mario RPG on there?
No.
No, I don't want it.
No.
I don't think so, no.
I don't want it. If Mario RPG was on there, I'd get it immediately. I'd love to play Mario RPG on a Switch. That's the dream. So.
All right, let's continue moving on the train.
Okay.
ANNO 1800 review. I don't know if you guys ever played any of the ANNO series.
Never heard of it.
ANNO?
Like the age 1800?
Yes.
Yeah, the drink. Yeah.
It's like it's SimCity, basically.
No.
It is?
And it's a little bit more.
Like I said, basic. I'm trying to give him a light coating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Real fun fact. For the word ANNO, if you say a little bit slower, it means asshole.
In what language?
Italian.
Oh, okay.
Italian?
Yeah.
ANNO.
ANNO. No,
because
the
word ANNO means
I hate you guys
1800.
so much right now. I'm going to throw my mic.
A little bit slower, it means anus 1800.
Okay,
no.
So anus 1800, a Juancho review.
No. ANNO 1800, a Juancho review.
Sorry.
Stop. Behave. Family podcast.
I'm turned on all of a sudden. I don't know why.
All right. You missed those days, huh? Me yelling at you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hear my whip. All right. The game is set in the Victorian era. The arcade. It's a very fun. If you like simulation games, you start off the game with basically a harbor, and from the harbor you build on villages. From the villages you build on factories. From the factories you build on ships. Ships you take out to land. You fight other lands.
Like a mobile game. One of those mobile games I keep seeing on YouTube.
No. And during those time you create other ports. Those ports trade in with your other islands. Some pirates will come in and attack you. So it's a really integrated SimCity building game, as fast will put it. But it's a lot of fun. I do recommend it. Check it out. It's if you have it's only a PC. Okay. If you download Uplay and you subscribe to their streaming service, you will be able to play this game on a monthly basis, as long as you pay their $15 a month fee with other Ubisoft games. This is an Ubisoft game, by the way.
Is it on Stadia?
I
did it for Ross.
Oh man, that was good.
It's very detailed, and if you check it out, if you guys have or have not, I wanted to hear what you guys think about it.
I will actually check it out because I like those kind of games, SimCity.
Actually,
type of games. So
I have Civilization 6 to give you.
No, I have Civilization 6. I just don't have.
You have the most recent expansion, Gathering Storm.
The thing is, my laptop is really shitty. It doesn't play it very well.
Don't download Anno then.
Because it's not.
It's heavy. It's heavy.
I need to get a new. I need to get a new laptop just to hang with it. But I guess Civilization 6 it can be painful to play sometimes. That's how bad my laptop is right now for the game. So
it's gonna catch on fire.
Because I was playing. No, don't stop. My laptop gets red hot sometimes when I'm playing.
Upgrade your shit.
No, I gotta get a whole new one. Forget upgrading laptop. I get a whole new one. That's why Civ 5 though. I'm all about Civ 5 because it's easy. It works just fine. Civ 6
I will be
which one? Civilizations not After Earth. Which one?
Sid Meier's what is it called? Alpha Centauri?
Is that what it is? No. It's the one where it's civilization in space.
Oh yeah.
Beyond Earth.
Beyond Earth.
Yeah.
Even that is hard to play. So
Gathering Storm's a good one. It does have a environment.
Did you play that multiplayer thing? That multiplayer one with the zombies? Is it zombies? The zombie multiplayer? Red Dawn or Red something? It's some new multiplayer for Civ 6.
Yeah, it's a module. It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's only
but I just want to say, Juancho, stop teasing him, man. He can't run this shit well.
No, I can't.
I gotta one more time. Once you build a city and there's a volcano next to it and it erupts, it actually melts your city away.
So that sounds like SimCity. That's like SimCity on crack or whatever.
And then there's like floods and it floods your fields.
It's literally SimCity.
It's amazing.
SimCity
Gathering Storm,
like
such a great
tycoon games.
And you do have Simon Bolivar as one of the characters.
Bolivar.
Yes.
And I was gonna say, I don't remember meeting Ian McDermott.
And then his pack are actually, the little Juan Valdez, the little guy who carries the coffee.
The coffee guy.
Yep, those are his soldiers, and they're pretty cool. It's a pretty cool, really really good game. I didn't know how much fun I will have with Civ 6. Well, that's it. That's Juancho's review. Next week we will be reviewing another game called
Night Trap.
Actually, no. I was actually going to review another simulating game, End Zone, A World Apart. Check my review next week. I'll be more detailed about it, more prepared. This one was a little bit all over BS because I know 1800. I knew you guys were going to say something. I was waiting for it.
Does Garbanzo watch any of the YouTube videos?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you guys watch anything I put in here. So unless I ask you guys to, you guys don't watch anything.
I do.
I do.
What the heck, bro?
No, I'm sorry.
And I think I might be the only guy who comments on them sometimes.
You know which one I still watch? Star Wars Celebration.
That one's really good.
No, that one, the Orlando one. Yeah, I binge watch that every now and again. That was some good work.
I gotta say,
the best editing I've ever done.
Between Celebration and the 100th episode opening, probably one of the best things I've ever seen ever. Because Celebration was fucking solid, bro.
Oh yeah,
like the opening and the transitions to that shit. Even with tripping fucking balls over after. That was a really good transition.
Yeah,
bro.
no, yeah, I worked my ass off.
I have those. I can't believe I still have those videos. They made me laugh so much. All right, let's go to Raz. Come on.
All right. So Roz presents Pixels and Politics.
Oh man! So touching up on what we talked about earlier about Sony kind of being worried about not being in #1 much longer. I don't think that's really much of a worry because Microsoft isn't even playing that game anymore.
Really?
Especially because they announced that on September 15th, Game Pass and Game Pass streaming is going live to all platforms. And there's an asterisk there, a big fat one. I'll talk about that one in just a sec. And that's what's really cool. Like Microsoft has been really pushing game streaming and Game Pass as like the way forward, and not so much the box being the primary source of you getting your video games. It's more you subscribe to a service and you get your games anywhere. Like their goal is to have an application on your TV the same way you go to Netflix, you would go to Xbox or Game Pass rather, and just play. So I don't know. I think that's pretty exciting. Having the ability to have any of your Game Pass games on any device that you have, pull out your Android phone, boom, there's, whatever game you want to play. You play Gears of War right there. You play The Witcher. really changes the game. And Sony doesn't really have a counter to this because they have PlayStation Now, but PlayStation Now doesn't have the same capabilities. Also, Flex, you got to stop moving that fucking camera around. That shit's insane.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Good now.
It looked like you were just like breakdancing, man.
I'm looking for the sun. Sorry, my bad.
So the big fat asterisk I was talking about is just yesterday, Apple banned Game Pass and game streaming from iPhones and iPads, from iOS in its entirety.
Really?
Yeah, that's a big fucking deal. And Microsoft went actually out of their way and released this press release saying that Apple is treating gaming apps differently, and that it's an unfair playing field. Basically, what Apple wants to do is, instead of letting Microsoft stream games through the application, they want to have Microsoft supply each and every game as its own app. That way they can, quote, review it and also get a share of the money. But, Microsoft's take on it, which is, hey, Apple has a double standard, is they let Netflix exist, they let Spotify exist, they let all of these other services that are essentially and literally streaming services with no qualms or qualification. But all of a sudden, they have it for this. Look at this dude's underwear.
Oh, you can see that?
Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. I actually have. I'm wearing boxers too. I don't even put on a shirt, and that's it. I just wear boxers.
Nothing to pop out.
I'm not even wearing anything below this shirt. So.
Exactly. We're at home.
There you go, bro. That's what's up.
And I know Juancho's freeballing it, so I don't even have to ask.
I mean, the fabric does. You have a leather.
Oh my god! What? That's awesome. So yeah, that's the gist of the Game Pass thing. I don't know. I think that's pretty interesting.
It's pretty shitty because it's gonna hurt Apple, especially. Well, it's not gonna really hurt Apple much because they can care less. Especially the government's already been up against them before, and Apple won. So, with that being said, Apple already has their own arcade game. So it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck, and then it's gonna make me want to actually not own an iPhone anymore and switch over to Android and get myself a Samsung phone because it's not as. I want to experience this streaming gaming. I mean, Stadia sucks, but I want to be able to stream everywhere.
So Stadia sucks because you got to buy every game.
So you don't think that Apple is taking into consideration people jumping, just like what Juancho said, jumping ship? They don't care. Do they don't care still? Or they think it's going to be a minimum amount?
I think Tim Apple is completely blind to the idea that people would consider going to another service. And honestly, he's right. There's a lot of people that would never jump ship from Apple no matter what they did. Yeah. I mean, they're about to switch from x86 64 processors to ARM processors, which is going to obliterate a lot of software, and people are just going to stick with them.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate.
They're leaving Intel, right? Intel's like, this is the last ship of computers going forward.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, the x86 processors. Yeah. This is it. They're moving to an ARM-based processor core, which is wild. So this here, and you said that the government's up their ass, but what's interesting is this is the first time that they've ever really locked horns in recent times with a company that is exactly as powerful as they are, because they are both $1.5 trillion companies, and Microsoft could absolutely go to bat on this.
You said trillion with a T.
I smell competition coming up, and it's actually it's good. It's going to be good for the industry because it's going to be like, you know what? How can we get past this? Or what can we bypass this? Microsoft is going to have to do it, and they're going to be smart about it. They're going to have the funds now to be able to do it, especially that they're owning all these studios. More revenue is going to be coming into them. Yeah. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out eventually. And it's actually good. I always try to see the positive and the negative. When you have these two companies, Microsoft, Sony, Apple, Microsoft, competition is going to arrive from it, and we're going to get actually good stuff coming forward. So I'm only hoping for the best.
That is cool. I'm just looking at the actual Xbox, the news.xbox.com article at the very top. I was wondering how people are going to play games, but it connects. There's like things that connect right here, like the Switch.
There's different ways you do it on your phone.
Yeah,
you can just use the on-screen controls if you want.
Right. But this one actually has things that connect to the side like this, and
or you can buy the Razer dock that you dock it in, like
is that
the
what
Switch.
It's called? Okay.
Or you just take any controller, literally, like your PlayStation 4 controller, your Xbox controller, or your Nintendo, Pro controller. You sync it through Bluetooth to your phone, and you just play it.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I'm sitting there looking like I don't really like playing games using my touch screen.
I never do, man. I can't stand it either.
Yeah, I can't do it. That's why I stopped playing. There's this thing I like playing. It was called Evoland. Evoland 1 and 2.
Hell yeah, Evoland's a great goddamn game.
Hated it on the phone, but when I got on the Switch, loving it. So all right, the Spider-Man exclusive, the PS4 version of Avengers, was that?
We already covered that, so we can just bounce past it. Yeah, we're
going to talk about yours. Starflex. Insert segment name here.
That's it. That's what I put there. That's what's going to be.
Teach me to breathe.
All right, brother.
Proper breathing techniques during.
Is this the breathing stuff? Okay, all right, cool, yeah.
So, the breathing stuff, yes, it is. Damn, look at that leg.
Because
that's a pale ass thigh. He needs some sun.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to make do with what I have because the computer camera sucks.
But, do you get the mic thing in yet?
No, it hasn't. It got delayed because when I ordered on Amazon, like 6 of my orders got delayed for whatever reason. I'm assuming COVID-19, but whatever.
Wish.com.
Breathing. So, I mean, when you think of breathing, obviously the most common thing is breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, right? One of the biggest things I do harp on athletes, but also general population, is diaphragmatic breathing. You guys know what that is?
What is it?
Breathing from your gut.
Breathe with your diaphragm.
Yeah. Breathing from your diaphragm. So it's really simple. Like if you breathe regularly, it's like going to be chest breathing like this. Chest comes up. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's just using your intercostals to breathe, right? Yeah, but if you want to breathe diaphragmatically, you use diaphragm. So you got to think beer belly to breathe in, and then suck everything out to breathe out. So beer belly, breathe out. Right? That's a very, very good technique to breathe, but also it strengthens your diaphragm. As modern humans, we tend to stray away from that a lot. But also diaphragmatic breathing is very important because it just helps you bring in more air. If you have any kind of there's many kind of respiratory diseases or ailments, if you will. One of the most common ones is you just not being able to process the oxygen you take in within the air. Which in the air, I think oxygen is like 25%. The rest is nitrogen and some other shit. I mean, I'm just guessing. I'm not referencing right now.
I concur.
But the air you breathe in is actually very little oxygen. It's only like 25% or something, 25%. If you breathe in diaphragmatically, you are taking in more air, therefore taking in more oxygen by volume, right? So it does help. There are many respiratory diseases. The most common is just not being able to process the oxygen. So to better your chance, especially now that some people have symptoms of respiratory ailments during the COVID-19, is diaphragmatic breathing does help. If you're going to breathe in with your chest, you're not getting enough air. One of the most common symptoms in kind of those kind of respiratory diseases is, or not symptoms, I guess visual cues is grabbing for your neck. You can't breathe, or going like this, or humping over, or bring your chest up. But what you got to do is breathe in your diaphragm, which is difficult. But if you train for it, pretty much almost everything I do right now is diaphragmatically, as far as exercise goes. You train for it, you train your body to breathe efficiently. Okay. But diaphragmatic breathing is also very important too because it helps bring your CNS down. That's your central nervous system. So if you're a person who has stressful days, you're a person who has panic attacks, it's very good to come into your home, turn your lights off, sit in a cool room, relax, take a shower, just chill. Sit in for like 5 minutes. Breathe in through your nose diaphragmatically, slowly out through your mouth. So you're thinking about 3 seconds in, diaphragmatically through your nose, 3 seconds out through your mouth. That helps a lot too to bring your CNS down. Helps a lot to help you relax. Another thing is, I know most athletes think that mouth breathing is like a rite of passage. It helps you out. It means you're working hard. But realistically speaking, no. I mean, do any of you know why we breathe through our nose? Like, what's the purpose of our nose and our nostrils and the pharynx that it goes through?
Isn't it to help block out toxins and diseases and stuff? I don't know. Maybe.
Sort of. It filters the air, it warms it up, and it kind of just eases it in through, right? Rather than going through your mouth, which has no filter.
That's what she said, yes.
So one of my main practices for conditioning for athletes, it's nose breathing only. When we do lactic conditioning or sprinter stuff, I encourage them, hey, hold your breath as you run, and as you cool down, nose breathe only. It is very important for us to condition our bodies to be able to nose breathe efficiently. Yes, when we do reach our point of breaking, we will breathe through our mouth. That's fine. But you should definitely, if you are a person who is at risk for respiratory disease and stuff like that, especially during this COVID-19 thing, which people say the symptoms of shortness of breath and so on, it is very important to practice proper breathing techniques, which diaphragmatic breathing is one of them. Breathing in through your nose when you're active is one of them. You should avoid mouth breathing, especially in a situation where you are avoiding taking in any toxins or any viruses in through your pathways, right? So if you breathe in through your nose, even though it's not as effective as wearing a mask, you still have some kind of filter in there, but also you warm your air up. So people who are listening, it's very important. I would suggest, this is just my suggestion, of course, I would suggest a night practice diaphragmatic breathing. You breathe in through your nose slowly, 3 seconds, get a beer belly out. So breathe in, suck in the air with your belly, not your chest. And then when you breathe out, you want to kind of suck your stomach in, if that makes sense.
Is it supposed to feel uncomfortable?
No, it's actually very relaxing because this does bring your CNS back down.
I'm doing it wrong.
Significantly. So
no, because I'm being honest, it feels uncomfortable.
Picture when you're breathing in, you're pushing your rib cage into the floor. As you're breathing out, you're sucking your belly button into your spine. Okay.
That sounds uncomfortable. So I'm doing it right.
No, it's actually very relaxing. You just gotta practice it. Maybe one day when I see you, I'll show you how to do it. But it's actually very relaxing.
Okay. After you're outing,
and then just proper breathing techniques. I mean, breathing through your nose is great, in my opinion. All my workouts are nose breathing. I don't breathe in through I don't breathe out or in through my mouth unless it's like significantly like above my anaerobic threshold. So it's just very simple things to do that might help you overcome whether you're symptomatic or asymptomatic for COVID-19, but also just as a human being, it's gonna help you perform better. Obviously, breathing is a very important thing. If you do yoga, if you do it just for living, is very important too. But
allegedly,
here's the thing: is like MDs of all fucking people, which is the last person you should think about. And MDs are probably the last people you should ask about breathing, but they'll tell you breathe into your mouth. Sorry, breathe into your nose, out through your mouth.
It's fun that you told me this. You're saying this because my anatomy 1 professor back when freshman year of college actually said that kids actually know the proper way of breathing because of the way that they breathe through their belly. And as we get older, we start breathing through our chest, and we forget how to breathe through our belly. And that is the proper way to do it. It's
that's typically because we are modern humans and we have modern life process that we go through. Especially if you want to suck in your belly, you're gonna breathe in through your belly, obviously. But you should breathe in through your belly. And most MDs will tell you, hey, fucking breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Which, for the most part, if you want to be an average-ass person, do the minimum to survive, yeah, that works. That works. Just how you were taking those 2,000 IUs of vitamin D, yeah.
Yeah.
So the bare minimum, if you want to just stay alive, yeah, sure, that works. But my business is optimizing human performance.
So that's what you can do.
I will urge all our listeners to practice nose breathing, but also when you're home, or if you're stressed, or if you just feel something, come home, relax, take a shower, practice 5 minutes of diaphragmatic breathing in a cool, dark room. Breathe in through your nose, create a beer belly, slowly breathe out through your mouth, about 3 seconds. When you're doing any kind of intense exercise, practice nose breathing only. I promise you, this will help you increase the amount of oxygen you will be able to absorb because you will have taken more air by volume, which in turn will translate to more oxygen. A lot of respiratory diseases, right, the most common ones, are just because your alveoli or your just your cells inside your lungs cannot take in the oxygen. But if you increase the volume of air, you have more oxygen. It might help a little bit. Again, this may not help you have any kind of very severe respiratory disease, but it doesn't increase your chances. But for the common person,
I'm just gonna keep lowering this. I feel like it's a little.
What was that?
I don't know. That was weird.
Where did that come from?
I can click something from my computer. Go ahead.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute.
What was it?
I was like, you
I accidentally clicked that site, and it actually said, "Well, wait a minute. If I lower this a little bit."
Yeah, I was doing.
Oh man.
You know, Flex. I feel like this should have been an inebriated fitness. I feel like I should have. If I remember the thing, I should have thrown that at the end. But okay,
I thought that's what it was gonna be.
I didn't know that's what it meant. I just thought you just threw it in there. This is growing pains, guys. Growing pains. All right. So digital meet and greets the Reed Pop way. Hit us with it.
Of course. So, did you guys see the article, or not the article? The advertisement I sent you guys.
What did you send me? I didn't get it. I just saw it.
It was pretty much a local con. Since they cannot have a local con, what they're doing is they are having fans, kind of what we're doing right now, have a digital meet and greet with their favorite artists. So, for example, you wanna chat, take a picture digitally with Karen Gillan, you can. So here's my take on it. I do appreciate that because it has some kind of personality, some kind of exclusivity to it. But nothing beats going into the con and touching the lower back of Kristen Henderson versus
But your imagination can be powerful, and you go through your mind, you just feel it. It's your heart.
So powerful, so powerful.
Like right now, I'm living vicariously through you, hugging Carrie Fisher. Like, bro, I feel it. I feel her embrace.
When I touched Kristen Henderson, I felt all the Padawans he killed. Now, Reed Pop is trying to offer you an opportunity to have this situation where you and me are face to face. And we can snap a picture. So
that's cool. I think that's cool. I mean,
that is cool.
I never got the physical pictures from Orlando, so all I have is that. So that worked for me too.
Well, if you see
I'm gonna keep bringing that up to somebody giving me a fucking physical picture going those four.
So if my topic is not to talk shit about the digital meetings, I just want your thoughts on it. In my opinion, I think it is cool in the situation we're in because we cannot attend certain cons or some cons, whatever. But also it's like, man, that kind of sucks because I love the experience of just being there with the artists that I admire. So what are your thoughts on digital photo opportunities, digital signatures, and so on?
Well, I don't know, Juancho. I mean, you did it once for the artist formerly known as Vinay. You turned on your phone to Freddie Prinze Jr., right? Or was it Freddie Prinze Jr.?
But that doesn't count. He was there though.
Right? No, but she wasn't. So it's kind of the same.
Yeah.
And she got
really like.
And you actually say hi to her and everything. So it was actually cool. Getting that one-on-one with an artist that you are like really into, that even if it's on camera through whatever way it means, it actually means a lot to those fans. So if this is the way that they're doing it, I mean, applaud to them. But how they're going to do it and what they're going to get out of it, I mean, it all depends.
Yeah. So that's kind of.
I wouldn't pay what I paid to go see Freddie Prinze Jr. on video. I'd rather go see him in a movie. I'm like, here's all that. Watch it.
How much did you pay? How much did you pay?
I don't remember, but I wouldn't pay that much for him to show him, no, you can watch all that. Here's it is. Watch him over again as much as time you want. You know what? Even better, watch him Clone Wars. Not Clone Wars.
Rebels.
Watch him Rebels. Hear his sexy voice.
He's in Clone Wars though. He's in Clone Wars.
No, he's not. Oh yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, his character is like he's with Deborah Balabo, whatever her name is.
This year is just so weird, and then like this, whatever. At this point, let's be creative. This is the time to be creative. Look at the Renaissance. We ended up being a whole bunch of creative. Let's be creative. Continue going on. I applaud the creativeness.
Roz is very creative.
Yeah, Roz, are you feeling creative?
Oh yeah, I'm always creative.
Gravity? You're gonna follow up?
I don't believe in gravity or gosh, what are other? No. Anyway, but
be careful now. Be careful.
What's the other one? Or a spherical planet?
Be careful now. Be careful.
Listen, as for the whole meeting people on Zoom, I don't think that's a super cool idea at all. But again, I don't know, man. I don't celebrity worship either. I feel really awkward. I love going to cons. I've been to cons.
I agree. So
San Diego Comic Con. I've been multiple times. I've been to a lot of cons. I don't get celebrity worship. I've met celebrities. I've done the meet and greets, and I'm like, I don't know, man. That dead look in their eyes, and knowing that shit, man. This is like the last thing they want to do, but the money's really good.
Ross.
So the last celebrity meet and greet I ever did was for a friend of mine. We went to Dragon Con a few years ago. And Carrie Elways was there. We walk up to Carrie Elways. He's like fawning over the guy, and Carrie's like, "Hey, you want to come by?" I'm like, "Dude, I love your movies. Let's leave it at that. I don't want to be a creepy dude on you." He's like, "Oh man, thanks so much." I'm like, boom, that's it right there. Sold it to me. I do not like celebrity worship. It just feels super sketch.
Hey, Roz, so a few years ago, I went to, I think it was Magic City Comic Con with Jillian and Casey.
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, you actually were there.
Yeah, I know. We
the only reason I didn't meet you is because I was in line to go see Karen Gillan.
Yeah.
And I took that picture. I was super happy. You could see her eyes. She was just dead.
Of course.
Can you find this picture?
They couldn't give a shit, and I can't blame them.
Yeah,
thousands of people every day, thousands of stank ass. Think about how disgusting it must be to meet all these nasty, unbathed.
Oh my God!
That's why
all
Billy
day.
D. Williams did not shake my hand. But in my defense, I had just showered. I had cologne on.
You are the outlier.
Look at
outlier.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
The minimal, the
Who
small.
not allow anybody to touch him.
For me, bitch. By the way, Karen Gillan is a foot fucking taller than me. That is so discouraging, man. He's a foot fucking taller than me, bro. That destroyed my world, man.
I think she's like only an inch shorter than I am. So yeah, she's a tall lady.
Okay, so then maybe she's like what, 3 inches taller than me then? How tall are you?
She's 5. I'm 6 feet tall. So
okay.
Allegedly.
So she's like an inch taller than me then.
Okay,
It killed me. But she's smart, so good.
That's so funny. No, but I get what you're saying because you're right. As you talk about when we met Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar, they couldn't give two shits about us.
Don't touch us.
They said don't touch them. They said don't.
Remember we took the photo? We're like this. We were like this.
No, yeah, I think a photo. I think it was a very awkward photo.
It was just a.
But Ray Park had a great time with us. You know, he had a blast.
Ray Park was the shit.
I mean, you know, he cared.
No, you know who was the shit besides Carrie Fisher?
Alan Tudyk.
Forrest fucking Whitaker.
Yeah.
Yes, and Alan Tudyk.
Everything. He touched you. He shook your hand. He said he talked to you.
Because it doesn't.
And Mark Hamill.
That's true. That is true. He's right. He's right. He doesn't do it
Not
very
only
often.
does Forrest Whitaker not do them often, but you just counted with Mark Hamill. Mark Hamill gets paid so much money to do this.
Bro,
he like the minimum payout for a celebrity at a con. Like I'm talking like if I don't know what. Give me some obscure wrestler, please. Somebody just come.
Hulk Hogan.
No, Hulk Hogan's not obscure.
Anyway, the Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, if Ultimate Warrior, when he goes to a con, he gets paid $10,000 flat fee. Any money that he makes after that is from people signing, taking pictures, etc.
Raj,
go ahead.
So if you see this photo in my background, so when we went there, this was when our one of our co-hosts, Eric, was getting married. He proposed to his wife. Mark Hamill actually agreed to give a message for his marriage.
That's awesome.
And Reed Pop canned it. And Mark Hamill actually got pissed because he came out to go film with us, and Reed Pop pulled him aside and said, "No, you can't do this shit." And he got actually mad and gave like Reed Pop some shit because he wanted to film the the whole proposal thing for.
Why did Reed Pop? Why did they say? Can they say no? Why did they say no?
Because they don't get a cut if they do that. No, because they won't get a cut.
Yeah, but again, we paid for the photo op. We paid for this fucking. Not we. I paid for this. I said, like, listen, I want this. You guys come in. It was $250. I paid for it.
What?
Photo. Yeah. Listen. In my defense, after this, 2 months, Carrie Fisher died.
I mean,
so it was absolutely worth it.
Okay, I understand. Wait, how much did we pay? Collect for the
about 600.
600 total.
That's about right.
And that was divided amongst. And that was divided amongst 4 of us.
Allegedly was allegedly.
What do you mean allegedly? What does that mean?
Remember we ended up in a fifth to the roster.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get cut that one though.
So cut that one, yeah. But okay, 600 for how many photos? 4 photo ops? 5.
4, and I didn't get the last one. So.
Okay, you didn't get the last one. What do you mean you didn't get the last one?
One with Freddie Prinze Jr. I don't have that one.
The physical copy. Somebody has a physical copy.
Garbanzo has it.
Look, one of you guys. All I know is I don't own any physical copies, and I chipped in. All right, I was there. So
the only physical copy I have, I think, is Hayden Christensen.
I have all the digital copies.
If we did 4, and there was 4 of us, I should own one of them. Where's the one that somebody has 2?
How about I go to? No, actually, you have to pay extra for the physical copy. $10 more.
I thought we all got physical copies.
No, we didn't. We got one each, and then we paid for digital copies.
No, this is what you get at a Comic-Con that you should be proud of.
That's what's up. Aqua Teen, Hunger Force.
Jesus, you want to see how long ago this was?
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
2003.
Yeah.
Sell that on eBay. Do the Jotaro way. But no, but I'm pretty sure. No, we did.
This is what I'm gonna do.
No, I want to know. We had 4 though. There's 4 physical copies, right? One of each, correct? No, you can't go off screen to go. Damn it, Roz, what's going on, man?
Yo, anyway, so moving on. Celebrity worship sucks. What's next topic?
I don't know.
Vibes, cure for your common day. The Umbrella Academy is delivering what Marvel's movies promised fans, but is it though?
Please, let's talk about this.
This article comes from Polygon.com, and I'm just going to write to where it says.
Polygon, the only news.
Says that the Umbrella Academy is a cult success because it is delivering the heroes, integrating their own emotional ordeals, and apparently that's something that Marvel promised and did not deliver on. When did Marvel ever promise that? I mean, I don't remember thinking, okay, we're gonna get some real deep, hard looks at these characters, when they cross over in their movies. I don't remember thinking about that. I mean, I think the closest that we got to introspection is what the Netflix shows. Maybe they got a little deep characters. That's about it. But I was never expecting that. I was never expecting to go deep. Sure, no, that's it. I mean, what?
I expected popcorn.
Exactly. So when it says that. I was like, what? What are you talking about? So
editorial liberties, man.
I know, exactly. This article makes absolutely no sense to me because I never once thought. I mean, yeah, sure, you get a little bit of Captain America missing home and wanting his old flame. You get a tiny hint of Demon in the Bottle with just a tip in Iron Man 2. You get Tony Stark's dad complex a little bit, but that's just sprinkled in on top of it. It just give it some more girth, if I may. But that's about it. Wait, what? Sorry. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's how I feel. So, Roz, I mean, before we jump into the actual review, you saw season 2, but did you want to chime in on this nonsense that is Polygon's article?
Like I said, I generally tend to like Polygon's writing, but this was 100% editorial liberties being taken to write an article because, to play devil's advocate a little bit, in the beginning, when Iron Man was coming out, they were like absolutely saying, hey, we are going to go into the deeper crevices of these characters, like the backstories, specifically things like Tony Stark's alcoholism and addiction, and the severe depression that Captain America suffers. Look, actual character flaws and ways to humanize them more. But as the movies went on, it became apparent that the audience either A, didn't care enough for them to do that, or B, they didn't want to just spend the money and time creating these stories. Because even the Tony Stark, what would you call it? The self-sacrifice movie, which was the third one, the worst one, the Iron Man movie, there really wasn't a lot of internal conflict other than his, bizarre depression that was quickly resolved, by drinking some juice.
Pretty much. So
yeah, that's it. That's ultimately it. They maybe mentioned it in the beginning, but that quickly fell away.
Yeah. I totally agree. And with that, we're gonna move on to Umbrella Academy season 2 review. Who watched Umbrella Academy season 2? No, you didn't. You did. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna speak my piece, and I'm gonna keep it quiet. The Umbrella Academy season 2 was the definition of a soft reboot, and I am disappointed in that season. I will say very clear, you don't have to watch it season 1 to understand season 2 whatsoever. And they completely ignored the climax of season 1. They completely ignored the character development of season 1.
Who didn't watch it?
Who didn't watch it?
I think Garbanzo.
Juancho didn't watch it either.
No, I haven't.
So I'm just saying, season 2 was inferior to season 1, in my opinion. Even though the very most exciting part about season 2 was the end and what might be for season 3. I was disappointed, and I sat there saying, why did they just retread the entire thing all over again? So that's my piece right there. If I had my old man Fisher hat and the Kobe Crest shirt, I'd be wearing that right now. Mr. Roz.
Man, this is one of the times I'm very happy to be, on the right side of history with this, because I agree with you. It was enjoyable as much as the first one was, only because it was the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Since we have some people that haven't watched it, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I really want to emphasize on the fact that there was zero character growth whatsoever.
Yep.
Like nothing. After everything that happened in season 1, all of the characters in season 2 make the exact same mistakes, act the exact same way,
and they pulled the what is it called? The novella or the daytime thing with the amnesia. You know what I'm talking about.
This season. And season 1 also, season 1 absolutely suffers from this, but this season even more so suffers from contrived melodrama, which is characters being put in these awful situations only because of their personal flaws that could absolutely be resolved if they only spoke to someone else.
Yeah.
If they had any love or comfort to be expected from their family members, they would say, hey, this really bad thing's going on, what do you think we should do? That would resolve 70% of the conflict in the series. And that's what's frustrating, because it shows that there was no character growth at all. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this show called Supernatural.
Yes.
But this is the relationship between Sam and Dean writ large. Just no communication, no character growth, and I surely cannot wait for season 3 to rewatch the exact same story.
No, I don't.
It won't happen. It won't happen. I hope not, but how can you have any faith, right?
They gave us a really juicy.
No, it's a wonderful teaser at the end.
Yes,
it could be something spectacular.
It's juicy to me.
But man, it just really felt underwhelming.
Yep. Flex. Season 2, The Umbrella Academy.
So I agree with both of you. The one thing I will say from this is the enjoyment I got from watching season 1 again. It was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I agree with both you and Ross. What really, there was slight plot points that, were integral to season 2, but what was the point of season 2 with these characters that we had? Shouldn't we have kind of developed them more? Shouldn't be better
for the the complete climax of season 1. Completely ignored it. They said, you know what, it doesn't even matter. But then only to sort of repeat it at the end of season 2. Oh God.
Maybe they did it on purpose.
No.
I still will say this.
No.
I will say this. I definitely enjoyed season 1 and I enjoyed season 2. But it was like it's like eating the same piece of candy, you know? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but
okay.
Older and with a little bit of hair on it.
Well, no pun intended, but like when 5 ate that piece of candy and he was an agency from the 1950s. Yeah. That's what it was. They gave you that fucking manufactured piece of candy that reflected the previous year.
I don't know. I was disappointed. I hope for the best. Juancho, when you get into it, we'll do. We'll do a. Huh?
It's not Dark Crystal, you know.
No, it's not. No. But season 1, I like season 1. Season 1, I mean, they had one of the most romantic scenes I've ever seen. The dancing in the moonlight little thing. That was so cute and like that'll always stick with me. There's nothing about season 2 that'll stick with me. Nothing.
But how excited are you for the next season of Dark Crystal though?
Is that coming? When is it happening?
Soon, I hope.
No, man. That thing is that would require so much. I mean, COVID-19.
It does. It does require because it is so well made.
Yeah, you can't do that with this 6 feet distance error that we have right now. It's not going to happen for a while.
It's not. It's still in pre-production.
Yeah, that thing is going to be in production for forever. But I can't wait. All right, we're going to move on to question of the day.
Okay, so I'm going to pose this question, and we'll discuss it actually next week because I want you guys to mull it over. Because it's something I've been thinking about, and I read an article about it recently, and it was really nice to see somebody else mirroring my same thought process. But here's the deal: should video game stories return to a simpler black and white morality? And to be a little more specific, is the grayscale that we're using today with video game stories making things too complex and making villains too difficult to hate? Essentially, what's a great way to explain it? When the villain can come up to you and say, "We're not so different, you and I."
Yeah.
When the villain is very sympathetic.
Yes.
Does that make it more difficult for you as a player to engage with the game and the game's story, and to want to complete it and defeat this, supposed villain? Is moral ambiguity a difficult thing to parse? Anyway, so that's it. I want to see some people what people's thoughts are on this. I have my own thoughts on this. We'll wait till next week and we'll talk about it.
I'm actually,
I'm excited
to answer this. So
I'll give you. I may not be here next week's podcast, but I will give them a recording, and then you guys will listen.
We'll appreciate that. Okay, outro, Mr. Juancho.
You can follow us if you want to see our sexy faces at Geek Bros with the 0. That's GEKBR0 at Twitter. It's the same thing, Geek Bros with the 0. Email us at geekbros at yahoo.com. Facebook, Geek Bros, facebook.com/Geek Bros. If you want to hear us the first place, WeBeGeeksPC.com. And if you want to see the video recap because you want to see our sexy faces, youtube.com/MyRed Studios. You can find me at @the_Juancho on Instagram. And then everybody else will.
Yeah, Mr. Flex, you can go.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Darth_Flex. And I guess it's been a very long time being, but if you want to see shit like this, you can find me on the Inebriated Craftsman.
Of course, he brings this back up after I took off Inebriated Craftsman off his lower third.
It's okay, no,
now he wants to bring it up
because that's like my least concern right now.
Whatever, Mr. Roz.
Ray Raziel on Insta and Twitter, and just Raziel Ayala on Facebook if you want to see me up.
Oh, that's right. Of course, Viberev Studios, VIBEREV STUDIOS, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.com, everywhere you want to be. Definitely be there. So thank you for tuning in to Keep on the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.